Yeah, a few of my friends and my dearest and nearest one, they sometimes asked me, sir, why do you prefer the Palestine? And do you have any special weak point for Palestine? And why not for Israel? As Israel promised India that they will help India unlimited for the sake of any type of problems and for the sake of terrorist attacks or any type of problems, they will help me. And you see, actually, neither I prefer Palestinians nor I prefer Israel. And actually, it's totally quite wrong. Yes, of course, and a lot of times that I have written about the problem of Palestine's rights and what type of problem they are facing. You see, you can ask me that. So why do you have one special weak point for Palestine? You see, actually, you are thinking that and Israel is our common friend. And actually, no, I don't think so. And I think Iran is our common friend of Arabian states. And when a lot of countries, mainly Arabian countries, and they deny to supply crude oil in this crucial situations, and Iran promised to supply crude oil, and already proposed to make a pipeline from Iran to India, and actually India doesn't take that type of risks. As for the pipeline had to be made through Pakistan, right? And that's we should have to keep in mind. And another matter that you are assuming that, sir, why do you prefer Palestinians? Or do you have any special weak point for Palestinians, and why is it? Actually, I hate aggressive attitude of any country, right? Aggressive attitude. Just remember, I'm talking about many times the aggressive attitude. Now, I have a question to you. Just I am asking you, and you say, do you prefer Pakistan's or Chin? Of course, your answer must be no. Because of what? For the aggressive attitude, right? And after being defeated, Mr. Nehru in China-India war declared the Chin wants to create a greater Chin, and that motto is also applicable for Israel also, right? So Israel wants to create greater Israel. Actually, this type of things and thoughts should have to remembered by Palestinians. If you don't think the real motto and what did Israel do with Palestine? And just to focus on the world map, right? And during basically year 1947 to 1949, right? And during this periods, and which portion under control of Israel and which portion was under control of Palestine. And now at present, the world map is far different, right? And in every war, right? And Israel, according that's fully my opinion. I am thinking about this matter. Just and Israel is provoking for war, and Palestine should think they should be conscious about this matter. That why they are provoking, and they are provoking. Israel is provoking. That strictly I can say. They are provoking, and everywhere Israel defeated Palestinians, and they capture slowly their land, and that type of nature is called aggressive attitude, right? And by defeating and they are just capturing their land, such type of practices should not be continued. And so for that special reason, just I really hate that type of aggressive attitude. And to the northern portion of Palestine, there is one particular place that is called Gaza, right? And there is and Hamas by called, and they are actually a terrorist organization. It's the thinking of Israel, and Israel is thinking, and so many countries of the world, and they also think that they are the terrorist organization. But actually, according to my opinion, that's not fully terrorist organization. And of course, they are attacking the innocent people, and I heartily condemn the killing of innocent people by Hamas, right? And they are attacking, and they are just trying to create one terrible and horrible just atmosphere in that crucial situation. Just I don't like them. But basically, my point is that how will you define one terrorist, right? And one country's terrorist is another country's patriotic. That should have to be remembered. Right, and during the period 1947, so many freedom fighters of India, as Khudiram and Bhagat Singh, they also fought for our freedom. And they were wrong in the eyes of Britishers, and they are right in our eyes. So we worship at present now. Of course, the killing of innocent people and that type of practice must be denied, right? And actually, I don't know how will be history written in future. And actually, Palestine should be aware about this matter, and they should think how will be continue to, and that's the real fact. So, dear friend, just I am requesting you not to blame by this way. Just why do you prefer Palestinians, and do you have any special weak point for Palestinians? And yes, of course. Actually, I am thinking about them as for the sake of it was their land once, right? And this land is being captured by every war right there, defeating them. So, for that particular reason, just I hate aggressive attitude of any country. Thank you very much for right.